Okay, going over Vertex tools. I'm going to go over it extremely quick because the last time I tried to record this it ended up being a 2 gig video. I'm going to do this pretty briefly. So this button here creates a new vertex object. So if I click on this, it automatically goes into vertexedit mode. So if you look around right now, you don't really see anything, but you go in close and it has one little dot. Okay? So you can select this dot, make sure that you're in this mode. This mode is to move the dots around. This one here is to rotate it. This one here is to scale it. And this one here is to skew it. So I'm going to grab this one to move it around. And the locks work for this. If you have Y and Z locked, guess what? You're only moving on the x-axis. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and unlock those. The way that this works, I've got this lit up, so I can just hit copy and a new one comes out of it. I can place it where I want it. Okay. I can hit copy again, place it where I want it. If I select all three of these, hit copy, I can place all three where I want them, and on and on. Okay, so that's how that works. This button here is to select everything or deselect everything. Okay, this one here is to copy, which you've seen. If I want to delete one, you just select it and hit delete and it'll remove it. As you can see, I had obviously more than one selected there, so it deleted those. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to create an index. The way this is, 1, 2, 3, this would actually create a backwards face. What I want to do is create a facing one that faces you. So I'm going to go clockwise, so I'll click on each one of these. Okay, so now it goes 1, 2, 3. I can hit I on the keyboard for index, or you can hit the index button. If you go to the other side, this face will not be visible when you exit that mode. Okay, you can only see one face of it, or one side of it. If you want to be able to view it on both sides, you can take the cull off. Okay, or you can just draw another index on the other side, or another triangle on the other side. So if we go back into vertexedit mode, if we go to the other side of this, we can just create another triangle this way. Okay. Now, regardless, there's two faces. Okay. That's how that works. This one here was to skew, so if I grab these, it kind of does something funky with this shape. This one here is to move them around. Okay. This one here is to rotate, so if I wanted to rotate around X only, oops, not X, sorry, Y. Okay. If I want to rotate around Z. Okay. If I want to scale it bigger, if I have X and Z unlocked, it'll make these bigger. Okay. You can see I have two dots there that I didn't use. I'm going to go ahead and delete those. Okay. So now I just got the one triangle. Two technically, because it's also drawn on the other side. Okay, so now that's how those basically work. I'm going to exit this mode. I'm going to have to do another video because, like I said, these get a little bit big. And then I'll go into these other commands a little bit more. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, vertex editing part 2. This one I'm going to actually start off with a shape. Okay. So when we go into vertex editing, just select the object. Any of these 4 buttons are editing functions. There will be an expansion to this. So right now I'm just going to click the movement one. The locks do work on this, so if I grab the whole object, so this one here is to select everything or deselect everything. I'll select the whole object. I'm moving the whole thing around, okay? This one here does the rotation, like I said. It'll rotate the vertices, okay? This one here will scale them, okay? The way the selection stuff works, again, you can select them all with this or deselect, or you can go in here and manually click on one. Notice how it's not red. It's actually because there's multiple vertexes in the same spot. If I click this button, it allows me to select an entire set. Okay, so it selected 3 of them on. If I go to the movement tab or movement function, I'll move that all 3 of them. Okay. Now, if I deselect that, it's just selecting a single one again. For example, if I grab that and move it, you can see it's left the other ones there. Okay. This one here is to select by triangle. Use it for only selecting because it doesn't work to deselect. I haven't coded that very well yet. But with that lit, you can go ahead and click on triangle faces, okay, and those are selected. So now if I move them, they move like that. Notice how this one came with it. What you can do is, actually I'll explain that one later. I'm going to continue on with just the with these functions first. Okay, so I'm going to unselect everything. This one here will select by shape. Okay, so that one is selected the whole shape. You can also select by plane. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then you click it again to shut that off. Okay, go into these functions here now. Again, this one's to select all, deselect all. You can select a couple of them and just hit copy, and you've literally just got the ones you had selected. Okay. The index tool, the way that works, if you make a triangle clockwise, it'll be facing like this. So if I exit, you can see it. If I go underneath, you won't see it. Okay? If you wanted to create that triangle the other way, I can select this again. I can hit flip. F is to flip the triangle. Okay? Now if I call that done, you can't see it on this side, but you can see it on that side somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay? Now, got this thing upside down here. Okay, so now that's how that is. If you want to just output something to a mesh, for example, if I wanted just this shape here, actually what I'll do, I'll select this triangle and reflip it. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay, so flip it. I've already accidentally outputted that to a new mesh, so I'm going to delete that. We'll go back in. Okay, so say I want to cut part of this object out and call it a new object. I'm going to select this face and that face. I'm going to, this one detaches it from the object itself. Okay, so now it's a separate entity. You can see that by me pulling it away. Okay, now I'm going to say output it to a mesh, which it did. And now if I don't want it on this one anymore, I can just hit delete. Okay, we'll exit. And now we've got the box and we got the new vertice object. Okay? That's all the functions I've done for vertice editing so far. I'll make one more video showing how to import DirectX files for now. It'll be kind of a temporary solution until I get some more stuff coded. Okay, thanks for watching.